Welcome back. Let's talk about what is going on with the housing market in Chatham, Bryan, and Effingham. Pretty much Savannah and the surrounding areas. Now, this will be a very simple video. I'll talk about prices, inventory, interest rates, what are the hottest zip codes in the counties, and I will also answer a few questions that I've been getting from people. Now, let's talk about what is going on with the sales activity, meaning are people still buying, how many houses are closing, and all of that. Now, before I show you the image though, keep in mind this is just from the month of January to the month of June 30th, meaning all the way from the beginning until June 30th. So if you're watching this video and it's September, October, just look for another video on my channel because this one's probably too old, all right? Now, the first thing that you will notice is obviously the red numbers on the right side, which is 11.5% down in Chatham County, 5% down in Bryan, and 10.7% down on Effingham. Now, I don't want to create any confusion for all of those people that are watching me out of the state. Chatham County is basically Savannah, Pooler, Georgetown, Tybee Island, Wilmington Island, Port Wentworth, and all of that. Bryan County is pretty much Richmond Hill and the surrounding areas, and then Effingham would be Rankin, Guyton, Springfield, and all of that. Now, there's a very simple explanation behind those numbers, right? Everybody knows interest rates went up, inflation is going crazy everywhere. Now, check this out. Now that you know that the market activity, meaning the sales, are going down in every county, maybe you're asking yourself, okay, so the market already crashed, or is the market crashing? Is it a buyer's market? The answer is, it is not a buyer's market, and the market is normalizing itself. A lot of people want to call it a crash because it's very clickable, right? The market is crashing, so you can click on the YouTube video, or so you can watch the news. Guys, let's use some common sense, right? Let's say, for example, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, the market was right here, and all of a sudden COVID happened and it went right here, right? Now, if the market goes back to where it was, does it mean that it actually crashed, or does it mean that it just normalized itself? So you want to call it a crash? Call it a crash. I want to call it a normal market, because the market that we have been experiencing for the last 2 years wasn't normal. I mean, you saw it on every single news everywhere. The market is going crazy. This is the craziest market in history, because it was the craziest market in history. So the craziest market in history is not normal. It's going now back down to a normal market, meaning a balanced market between buyers and sellers. So is that good news or is it bad news? Well, it depends. It is bad news if you were a buyer and you actually bought down, if you bought up here and the market goes back to normal, that is probably bad news for you. Now, another indicator that we look at to find out if the market is shifting is the month of inventory. So check this out. All right, so here we got a few green numbers, which you might think is good news, which it is, I agree, but pay close attention to the 2022 chart. Yes, the market is shifting. Now, it is happening super slow. Look at that, 1.71 in Chatham, 1.23 in Bryan, 1.46 in Effingham. And just so you know, 4 months, anywhere from 4 to 6 months would be considered a balanced market between buyers and sellers. So we're way too far from that at this moment. So if you are a homeowner and you were thinking about timing the market, right, so you can sell it at the peak, let me tell you that you're probably too late. I mean, it's obvious. Inventory will continue to increase. Houses will go from selling in 6 hours to 1 day. Now they're selling probably in 7 days, 10 days, 15 days. And that will continue happening. Now, if you are a buyer, you might think that this is good news for you. But let me tell you this. I'm not recommending any buyer to purchase a home just yet unless, and this is a key word, unless you're planning on staying on that home for at least 7, 10, 15, 20 years. Make sense? I don't want you to purchase a home right now and then the market going down 20, 30%, and then you're planning on moving within 3 years, 4 or 5 years, and it's not gonna happen. You're gonna lose your money. If you're willing to just keep it as a rental, that's okay as well. You can just move, keep it as a rental, and just wait for the market to recover, it's okay. Let's talk about prices now. You can see a bunch of green numbers. Chatham County, the price median as of June 2022 is $313,000. That's 5.8% change, right? Bryan County, $365,000. That's a 13.7% increase. In Effingham County, 310,000, which is a 10.4% increase. You notice Chatham County was the lowest when it comes to the growth. Now that we talked about prices, let me tell you what are the hottest zip codes in Chatham County. Started with the hottest when it comes to transaction volume, which is South Savannah, 314.19. The price median is sitting at $280,000 at the moment, and there has been a total of 606 transactions in this area. On the number 2 spot, we have Pooler. You can see right there on the map, that is a Pooler area with a price median of 350,000 and 412 transactions from the beginning of this year all the way to June 30th. Now, for all of you guys that don't know, Pooler has an old area and also have the new Pooler area, which is brand new housing and a lot of new developments. On the 3rd spot, we have 31405, which is my favorite one. It has the Berwick communities, Southbridge communities, and on the right side of the boundary, right there on the map that you see, it's closer to downtown and midtown, and you'll find a lot of old houses, brick, you know, they are built from the 1940s, 50s, 70s, 80s, 90s. So this zip code has both modern and old houses. The reason why it's important to know what are the hottest zip codes is because that lets you know where are people buying. And it lets you know what are the best areas. If you're out of the state, just focus on those areas because obviously a lot of people are buying in it because they find it more attractive. So there you go. Now, when it comes to Bryan County, I don't even have to show you the map. Everybody knows the best area is Richmond Hill. Now, you're not going to find any cheap homes over there. It's probably going to be anywhere between 300 to 500,000. But they have great school districts. They have supermarkets. They don't have much of a city vibe, but it's close to Savannah anyway, so you can go to downtown in about 25-30 minutes and call it a day. Now, Effingham County on the other side, if you enjoy more of a country vibe, you like bigger land, acreage, you're going to either choose Rincon, Guyton, or any of those areas in Effingham County. Now, the last thing that I wanted to show you is the interest rate chart. On the left side, you have January of last year, 2021. On the right side, you have June 2022. And when interest rates continue to go up, demand will continue to decrease and inventory will continue to stack up. Make sense? Right? Interest rates go up, the demand from the buyers goes down, and the inventory will continue to stack up, which means the market will shift from a strong seller's market all the way to a balanced market, or who knows, maybe a strong buyer's market. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel. If I can help you with anything whatsoever, let me know. My phone number is below, my website, my Facebook, my Instagram, everything. So either send me a text, call me, or email me, or whatever you need, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Take care.